I'm Reece.
I'm Dea, and we
We
are
are
literally
literally
dead. We've got quite a fun little fright bite here for you.
Yes, so today we are reviewing a short film sent in to us by Richard from the Independent Horror Society, who was the cinematographer for this film. We're reviewing the film Dead End. It's 8 minutes long. It's on YouTube. We encourage you to go watch it. I'll give you the synopsis that was in the description of the video so that you can decide if you find this interesting. We did. On a moonlit night, Tyler finds himself stood up on a drug deal and caught between a rock and a hairy place.
It sounds like descriptions of our YouTube videos.
I found the description very amusing.
No, it is. It's cute.
Yeah. It's kind of difficult to do these fright bites on short films because we try and be as spoiler-free as possible to encourage people to actually go and figure out what we're talking about and watch the films. But this film is 8 minutes long, and that's about as long as these fright bites tend to be.
So if you can make it through this, you can make it through that film.
Yeah.
But I'll just start by saying I really enjoyed the film.
Me too. I really liked it.
I really did. As far as short film goes, I think that this knew what it was and took advantage of that. That's the thing with short films, is that you get many different kinds. Some can leave you unsatisfied because you can tell that, oh, this is just a short film because you don't have the money to make the feature you want to make.
That, or it's like a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Or the idea was too big to be a short film.
Whereas this is like, oh, this utilizes the fact that it is short form.
Definitely.
And I love that about it.
Yeah, it definitely, like, it's very self-aware. It knows what it is. It knows what it's trying to do. It's very well paced. I liked the edit a lot. It was very tight edit.
And speaking of, like, the size of it and stuff, one of the coolest things, and again, trying not to spoil too much, but the film is based on a single road. A very thin one-way road. That wasn't one way, and it even opens with an establishing shot very wide in the distance of looking at this road to the point where you almost look like you're looking at like an ant colony. Like our protagonist is very small, the car is there, but you can see the entire road and it stretches across the screen, and it just establishes this like 2D dimension that was sort of playing with the entire film, and they really take advantage of that, and it's really fun. You
know what? It reminded me a lot of, like, you know how... So before we went to see The Long Walk last year, I was like, how are they going to make a road look appealing for this long, right? And it reminded me of that because the way this is shot, like, I never got tired. I guess partly because of the length as well, but I never got tired of seeing this, like, road, and the way it is shot is very good. I liked it.
It's always really fun too with a horror film when they sort of limit your mobility. So when you know that the only way is backwards or forwards and there's like pretty much nothing else to do, it adds this element that I find like quite tantalizing.
It looked very professional as well. Like, I just thought it like felt very high end for a short, especially.
Really like fun lighting moments,
and I thought the sound was good. There's a moment in this film where like the sound and then the music, they kind of work in tandem to this kind of like beeping thing, and I just thought that was such a great like build up of tension.
Yeah, agreed.
And we don't see too much of the monster in this movie, which I think is quite a good choice, especially...
It's tasteful.
And then they lit it quite, like, dimly, but well at the same time. Good.
And sort of really small shots that you have to catch that are really satisfying ways to minimize the usage of the monster, but still imply its presence.
Yeah.
Really, really good. We also just love, like, supporting anything British.
That is true.
So it's also very fun to see certain characters that you wouldn't typically see in this kind of, like, horror lens or scenario. And yeah, also it does very well of, and this is something I really struggle with short films as well, is, and I've said this to you many times, but I hate when you watch a short film and the character feels like they just started existing.
Yeah.
I often compare it to a book, is that even though you start reading the book on page 1, the character you're reading about has had a life before page 1, and they will have a life after the final page. And this film does that. And it seems so easy and so simple, but so many short films, especially some films in general, but short films especially, really struggle with that. But I felt like these characters had momentum before they were on screen.
Definitely.
And they have momentum leaving the film.
Yeah, it's such a small world we're put in, but it feels very lived in, and it feels like it would lead to something bigger later on. Even with like the things in the car and the way he speaks on the phone, like it's really quite like, it's like a window into the world.
Which is what we kind of did with our short film.
Problem answered.
Yeah, it was very similar, like a window into a much larger world.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out Dead End.
If we've not enticed you enough already, there is a fun twist ending at the end. So go watch it right now. It's on YouTube. The link will be in the description. It's 8 minutes long. what is your excuse?
Go watching.
And if you know of any short films that are horror that you have made, or you know of them and you want us to review them, send them to us. You can send them to us on Instagram. We are also on TikTok, Letterboxd, YouTube, and wherever you find your podcasts. Like, rate, subscribe, tell your friends.
Bye.
Bye.